Morning, guys. Today we are going to see one more interesting and important topic in HRM. It is called requirement. So requirement is an art. So this requirement involves more than 15 steps. And types of requirement is broadly classified into two types. What is requirement as far as HRM is concerned? These are the things we are going to discuss today. So what is requirement? Requirement refers to the process of identifying, attracting, interviewing, selecting, hiring, and onboarding employees. In other words, it involves everything from the identification of the staff need to filling it. Depending on the size of an organization, a requirement is a responsibility for a range of workers. Larger organizations may have entire team of requirements, while others only a single recruiter. In small outfits, the hiring manager may be responsible for recruiting. In addition, many organizations outsource recruiting to outside firms. Companies almost always recruit candidates for new positions via advertisements, job boards, social media sites, and others. Now, see, we discuss what is requirement now. See, requirement is very important and an interesting chapter in human resources management. See, the requirement starts from identification of a job posting. If suppose if a company wants to expand its network, say for example, if suppose if the company wants to open a new branch, so for that new branch, what are the manpower required? First, they will design the required manpower. It is called job description. They will describe, they will describe the requirement of the manpower. Based on the requirement of the manpower, they will identify the manpower, they will interview the manpower, and hire the manpower, and give them the training, and then the employee will get confirmation letter from the company. This is called requirement. So in large firms, there will be a big team of human resources managers. They will do the entire process. In some firms, they will outsource the recruitment process. Hope you have understood what is recruitment. Now we'll go on to what is recruiting in HRM. The human resources management, otherwise known as HRM or HR for short, is a function of people management within an organization. HR is responsible for facilitating the overall goals of the organization through effective administration of human capital, focusing on employees as the company's most important asset. Recruitment is a first step in building an organization's human capital. At a high level, the goals are to locate and hire the best candidates on time and on budget. Now you are understanding what is human resources management recruiting. See, HR is responsible for facilitating the overall goals of the company. Human resource manager is responsible for the overall goals or objectives of the company. So, if the company wants to achieve the objectives and the company wants to achieve the target what they have set for themselves, then there are two things needs to be addressed. One is financial capital, second is human capital. For financial team is there, especially accountant, CA, Everyone is there. For human capital, HR is the sole responsible for this human capital. And human resource is one of the most important asset for any organization. Now you understand what is recruiting in HR. Now, what does requirement involve? See, the requirement is a unique process. You know what is unique process? Unique process is nothing but companies will have their own style of recruiting the manpower. Still, there are 15 important and essential steps of hiring process. We will, I will, I will explain one by one. First one is identify the hiring need. Identifying the hiring, what the HR will do, they will identify the job posting, what are the jobs posting available in the company. Devise a recruitment plan. Once the job posting, they come to know what is the job posting, they will prepare a plan and then they will write a job description. See, job description is nothing but what is the job posting available in the company, what is the role of the posting, what is the designation of the posting, what is the to whom each employee should report to, what is the package offer from the company, what are the roles and responsibilities of the employee. These are the things to be explained in the job description. Next, advertise position. Once the job description is done by the HR, then they will start publish the advertisement in the newspaper, social media, email. Nowadays, in social media is biggest asset nowadays for the HR. And then they will recruit the position, review applications, phone interview or what we call telephonic interview, initial screening, and then interviews. Interviews, there are lot of interviews are there that we discuss one by one. Uh, Say for example, structured interview, unstructured interview, group interview, board interview, stress interview, interest interest interview. There are a lot of interviews are there that we will going to discuss elaborately in the next sessions. Applicant assessment, background checking. They will check the applicant's conduct, decision, reference check, job offer, hiring, onboarding. Onboarding is nothing but confirming the staff for a particular position. So these are the 15 major steps involved in recruiting process. In this one, identifying the hiring needs. What is identifying the hiring needs? Identifying the hiring needs is nothing but if the company, what I have said earlier, if suppose if the company wants to enhance, if the company wants to open a new branch, think that it's a production company, so they need production manager, assistant production manager, and then skilled labor, unskilled labor, and other manpower. So totally some 10 manpower. If suppose if they require more 10 manpower, this is called identifying the hiring needs. Once it is done, they will plan the requirement and then they will create a job description, then advertisement, then requirement, the position, reviewing the application. Once they receive the application, they will review the application and they will scrutinize the application. They will reject some incomplete applications and the applications which is not suitable for the posting, they will reject the application. After that, first level interview is what we call as telephonic interview, and then application assessment. The application assessment is nothing but they will assess the interest of the applicant and the applicant's previous experience, work experience, and related things. And then job offer. Job offer is nothing but appointment order. But the appointment order, getting appointment order does not mean that employee is got a job. Once he get the appointment order or offer letter, he has to undergo one section called probation period. Once he successfully completed the probation period, then he will get a confirmation letter. Once he gets a confirmation letter, he will be on board. That is, the recruitment process is complete. This is the These are the 50 important steps involved in a recruitment process as far as HRM is concerned. Now we will move on to types of recruitment. See, there are two types of recruitment. Recruitment is broadly classified into two types. One is internal recruitment, another one is external recruitment. This internal recruitment is further subdivided into transfer, promotion, recommendation by existing employees, recommendation or references by existing employees. The external recruitment is further subdivided into six categories. They are advertisements, employment exchange, private consultants, campus interview, rival firms, unsolicited applications. Among these nine types, for guys like you going to search for a job after completing your BBA, unsolicited applications is the one of the best method of searching a job. I will explain you what is unsolicited application in the coming session. Now, what is in internal requirement transfer? Transfer is the first type in internal requirement. What is transfer? Transfer is nothing but a process of placing employees in position where they are likely to be more effective or where they are to get more job satisfaction. See, transfer, don't think that transfer means the employee will get more benefits or more salary or he will get promotion or nothing like that. See, transfer is nothing but the process of placing employees in positions where they are likely to be more effective. He will be shifted from one position to another position, one chair to another chair. That's it. So there may not be any increase in his salary or decrease in his salary. In transfer, there is no change in the responsibility. Even the responsibility also will not get disturbed or changed. What are the responsibility he was holding till date will be continued till further notification. This is called a transfer. And there should not be any change in the designation. There is no change in salary. So it is a process of employees adjustments within the work, time and place. Transfer may also be made as a disciplinary action. If suppose if the employee is not doing well or if the employee's conduct is not good, then he may be transferred to another department. This is called transfer. See, this transfer, there are a lot of types of transfers are there. One is transfer within the company, within the branch. Within the office, transfer will happen from one department to another. Within this district, one branch to another branch, one state to another state, even one country to another country. So transfer may happen in all these types. Now, next one is promotion. What is promotion? Promotion is a vertical movement of an employee within the organization. In other words, promotion refers to the upward movement of an employee from one job to another higher one. with increasing salary, status, and responsibilities. Promotion may be temporary or permanent, depending upon the needs of the organization.